Alright guys, how's it going? So I know that Shauno's done a match reaction last night, on the back end of the live stream when we did the watch along, so thank you again Shauno for that. I wasn't on it because as you could tell I'm still not well, but I do have some thoughts that I want to get out regarding the whole situation at the club, shall we say. Um and I want to know your comments down below as well, guys. Like that's one of the main things I want to do with this video is just kind of get a gauge of where everybody's at, because obviously when you're on X and social media and stuff, it's very, I don't know if the word is hyperbolic or something like that, but it's very like it's either it's either like one extreme or the other. You don't really see people in the middle. Do you know what I mean? It's either get him out now or it's support him till death do we part. Do you know what I mean? Like there's no like in the between. So I'll tell you what where I'm at. Most of you will know that the ones who are probably watching this come to the live streams. I said on Monday, Slot has 4 games for me because of the international break that's coming up. He had the Palace game, which he's already lost, the Villa game, the Madrid game, and the City game. Now, I said he doesn't necessarily have to win all these games, but we have to see signs of progress, signs that things are turning a corner, signs that Slot has the managerial nous to get out of this rut that we're in right now. Because again, like, you know, he's not really had much of an issue while he's been at Liverpool. He inherited a really good squad. He's had $500 million odd to spend this summer. So this is his first real test, shall we say, at Liverpool. You know, 6 defeats in 7 games. It could be, what was it, 1 win in 10 if we lose the remaining 3 games. And that's just, it's not acceptable as a Liverpool manager. It's not, guys. As much as we all want to support him, it's not. So, what I want to say is last night when we saw that team that he'd picked, we knew we were getting beat. Let's be perfectly honest with ourselves, right? Let's not let anybody start kidding themselves right now about, oh, well, you know, there could have been a chance, blah, 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 and, you know, blowing it out of proportion a little bit, saying, like, you know, get him out, he don't know what he's doing. Like, we played a bunch of kids, guys. Like, he threw the towel in for that game last night. He well and truly did. Now, what I will say is, having rested all of the starting 11, shall we say, you now have to go and beat Villa at the weekend. You just have to. I, there's nothing about it. There's nothing about it. We have to beat Villa at the weekend off the back of that, because that was the point in doing it. You gave up the Carabao Cup to focus on the weekend. And then you've obviously got Real Madrid next week. So, yeah. I mean, when you look at some of his comments after the game, and he says, like, I felt it was the right decision. I've not changed my opinion on the starting 11. It's always a blow to lose a game of football, especially if it leads to going out of a competition. But it's the same selection I did last season in the same rounds. There are many reasons we lost 5 out of 6 or 6 out of 7. None of them are good enough to accept losing so many. Like, yeah, you may have played the kids last year in the Carabao Cup, but mate, the kids of the caliber of the kids that you played last year are higher than the ones that you are playing this year. And when you're talking about kids, you're talking about players like Tyler Morton, Harvey Elliott. Do you know what I mean? They're miles more experienced than the lads that played today. Morrison, Ramsey, I think he's played like, what, 16 games in 3 years. Nallo, I think he's been sent off twice in his 2 appearances. Bless him. I don't know, guys. It's like this. I'm just looking at some of his comments here. He's on about City. I saw City's starting 11, and they didn't have one starter from the weekend, but it felt like their best team. That is a bit of an insight that Chelsea can bring on Estavio. After I made 2 substitutes tonight, we had 6 teenagers. So what are you saying there, Slot? You need some more money to spend, lad, to bring in some more players. Give it a rest, mate. I haven't changed my mind after the game because with our starters, we have struggled to find a result against Palace as well. Asked if the Villa game is a must-win. Every Liverpool game is a must-win. Sorry, guys. I just literally think, like, really quickly, I don't want to waffle on too much, but I think people that are saying get him out after last night's result, I think are being a little bit too in the spare of the moment type thing. If we get beat by Villa, I think he's made a rod for his own back, especially after resting so many players, guys. And I just think it's going to get toxic. I really do. I've never seen Anfield so empty in over a decade during a game, even when we're getting beat. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. I don't know, guys. Like, as I say, he's got 3 games, but he has to beat Villa. I don't think he necessarily has to beat Man City, and Real Madrid, but he's got to get 3 points at weekend. Just got to do. Otherwise, I don't see where this rut ends, guys. I just really don't. And we go into that international break with the club potentially having to make a decision. 1 win in 10, if it gets to that point. You know, who would have thought we'd have been thinking this after winning the title last year? I don't know. Anyway, guys, let me know down below where you currently stand with the Arne Slot situation, and I'll catch you in the next one.